Hi, I'm Catherine. I hope you enjoy these videos we've put together for Maternal Mental Health Week. Just a little introduction to the videos. If you're really new to yoga and you've got the time, I'd recommend you have a watch through and then sit, stand, or be on your mat for the video. I also am not with you in the room, so I really want to encourage you to listen to your own body. If anything doesn't feel right, you've got any aches or pains, is there any discomfort, stop, modify, do what you need to do to keep yourself safe as you practice. And there's no right or wrong way to do it, but listen to yourself. And I really hope you enjoy the videos. So grab a mat or a space. I'd recommend taking socks off for balance for this, and come to find a hip distance apart feet stance. Really spread the toes. Take a moment to roll the shoulders back, hands down by the side, your gaze is forward. Connect with your breath, so see if you can find a steady breath. So if you're in need of a moment of two, you can close the eyes down. Feel into the body, feel the feet really firmly planted into the ground beneath you. And then we're going to bend our knees, inhale our arms up and come into a chair pose, sitting as if you are about to sit down in something, reaching those hands up, inhaling and exhaling here. So you can bring the weight into the heels. You won't be here for too much longer. And then exhale, come into a gentle forward fold. So straighten up those legs, head drops down. You might be up here, you might be further down. You might want to grab hold of the elbows, little light bend in the knees, and take a little bit of a rock from side to side. See, even as you are folded over, if you can carry on breathing steadily and deeply. Drop the hands, and then ever so slowly unfurl the body. So one part of the back, particularly that bit of the back that you can never really feel as if you can stretch out, can you very slowly wind yourself back up? Standing, take a couple more rolls of the shoulders. We're going to exhale and step back with that left foot. Nice big bend in the right foot. Shoot those arms up high, lift up, out through the shoulders. See if you can keep the hips forward. Inhale here. Exhale, can you bend a little bit deeper into that front leg and push back through that back heel? Remember, you're on train tracks and not a parallel line. So if you wobble, make your stance a bit wider. If you wobble, that's part of the practice. We're going to inhale, open up into our warrior two. So that back foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Front foot facing forward. If you can't see your toes, see if the knee can come wider so you can see that big toe. Then float the arms up nice and gently. If you feel like you're really rigid, take a little bit of movement in the arms and then gaze over that front finger. And again, inhale, can you find length? You're not coming forward, but you're lifting up. Exhale, can you bend into that front knee? I'm going to inhale, flip your front palm, reach forward, and then find length upwards. And that back hand can go down the back thigh, or you can bring it round to your lower back. We're reaching up here. Some of you might want to play around with bending back, but check in with how you're feeling today. Is it better to stay up? Better to come back? Exhale, that elbow comes down to knee. Left arm really long. So you're looking for length from the back foot to the tips of the fingers. Maybe you gaze up to that top palm. See if you can lightly rest that elbow so you're really working the middle part of your body and not dumping into that standing front leg. And inhale, we're going to sweep ourselves, find a little bit of a flow back. Inhaling, coming forward, and link it with your own breath. So really steady in the legs. If you're finding the legs starting to ask to move, concentrate on the breath and the movement of the arms. You have got this. And if you don't, feel free to come down and take a rest. One more time. Inhaling, finding length. Exhale, back up to your warrior two. And gently straighten that front leg. Bring it parallel, just for a moment. Knock the heels in and drop yourself down into goddess. So here we are looking for knees over feet. So knees tracking over towards the toes. You might be up here, you might be down here. I'm not going to be down there, but you choose what feels good for you. I'm going to take a little bit of movement here so you can keep the hands on the thighs. Can you rock and lift one toe up and the other? Some of you might want to lift the arms up. And I cannot stress more, it really doesn't matter what it looks like. If you feel better to have hands over heart space, hands on the knees, being slightly further up, close the eyes down and breathe. This is just as wonderful and good for you as moving like this with your breath. So choose what you want to do today. And then we will all come into a moment of stillness, re-find your breath. The thighs may be on fire, so know that we are going to come back into our warrior two on the opposite side. So this time, left foot forward, the right foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Find your stance again. Remember that it can be more of a train track. Yes, what we try and do is get the heel in line with the back of the arch, but if that's not working for you today, widen the stance, give yourself a chance. Re-find your breath. Gentle with the arms, gaze over that front hand. And can you follow your own breath? So inhale, maybe you find a little bit more length. Exhale, maybe you bend into that front knee. And you know where you're going. We're going to take it to the opposite side, that same flow. But can you approach it as if you've never done it before? So can you get curious about how inhaling up feels on this side of the body? Do you keep the hand down the back of the leg? Do you bring it round? If you feel your knee knocks in, really focus on bringing that knee out so you can see that big toe. Maybe you take a slight back bend if that feels good on this side of the body. Maybe you don't. And we're going to exhale that elbow down towards the front knee. Bring that top arm up and over and really, really find length. It can be helpful to bring your focus to the right side of the body to breathe deeply into the space that you've opened up. And we're going to inhale, reverse. Exhale, find length. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. And then take it in your own time. If I'm moving too fast, listen to your own body. Find what feels really nice for you. One more big stretch. One more maybe slight back bend. Exhale yourself back to your warrior two. And then can you pivot with your weight in the back of your feet, coming into your high lunge. If you need to reposition that back leg, please do. Inhale the arms up, and again, exhale, bend into that front leg. You're opening up this hip on the right hand side. Arms are up, gaze is forward. And then let's see if we can come back into our chair directly from our lunge. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So inhaling to prepare. That weight in the left foot. Exhale, come down into your chair. Couple of rounds of breath here. And then I promise you sweet release as we straighten the legs and then take a gentle roll all the way down. Again, coming down to wherever feels nice in your body, wherever you can. You can hold opposite elbows. Maybe a little bit of movement, maybe stillness. Find your breath. So if it's disappeared, you've been holding it, see if you can really consciously soften the face. Slow down the breathing. Drop the hands down towards the floor. Slight bend in the knees and then roll yourself up, taking as long as you need to. Shoulders and head come up last, maybe a couple of rolls of the shoulders. Then come back into a mountain pose. You can close down the eyes. See if you can keep broad across the chest. Active in the hands. Active right down to the feet. Softness in the face. Taking final big inhale, filling up the lungs through the nose. Gentle exhale to close our flow together.